Today I'm going to tell you how by writing blogs you can get more sales opportunities. Sounds like a silly thing. Surely I don't have time as a salesperson to sit and spend an hour, 2 hours writing a blog where I could be making 100 more calls, or I could be out doing a presentation to a client, sending 50 emails. Why would I want to waste time writing something that has no direct impact on my sales pipeline? Well, here's the reality. It does have an impact on your sales pipeline, and if you do it right, it's the key to a lot of opportunity. So let me take you a few steps back, and let me give you a story of how I first found out how writing blogs allowed me to get closer to sales opportunities. So here's the story. 3 years ago, I started writing blogs for the very first time. Never done it before. Can't say I was great at it back then. I got better as I evolved. One blog went out. Now, sort of on the side of this story, I'm prospecting as I would be doing in my sales role. Trying to get to this one company that was local to me. I knew it'd be a fantastic client to have. Could not get through. Couldn't get through the gatekeeper. They wouldn't take my calls, wouldn't respond to emails. Tried to find them at events. Just nothing was getting me in front of that decision maker. Now, albeit I wasn't blogging at the time strategically, but one of my blogs went out, and someone within that company, not someone that was on my radar, someone very different that was in my network, liked that blog. Sounds like a silly little thing. Well, sure, I can put content out, someone clicks like, what does that mean? Well, what it means is I had an opportunity to send that person a message and say, thank you for liking my blog. And I asked the question, what was it you liked about it? That question started a conversation. That conversation progressed into an introduction to the decision maker. That introduction to the decision maker allowed me to take that opportunity offline, go to a meeting, pitch, present, and close. And I won the sale. Now, I had tried all normal sales techniques up until that point and exhausted them. You know, I'm not just sitting here making one attempt. This is, I push hard to get my opportunities. And for that particular company, they didn't work. However, by writing a blog that caught the attention of someone else within the company, and by engaging that person through social interaction, having conversation, it allowed me a different way in to that opportunity. And this is what I'm trying to say. Everyone's pretty comfortable making cold calls, leaving voicemails, sending emails, visiting, doing presentations, etc. But these are some new techniques that are available out there now, where the world is utilizing different methods. No longer is your prospect just sat behind a desk with a phone in front of them. They're busy, they're out, they're on their phones, they're on their computer, they're going to be on social channels. They're consuming content for their own benefit. So if your content can get in front of them, suddenly you have a different way to go in and create that opportunity. And it has millions of values to it. One, you're building trust and you're earning credibility before you've even spoken to them. Before I'd even had conversations with them, that person had already seen content of mine and liked it, clearly saw credibility in what I'd written about. So when they went to speak about me within the company, within the decision makers, I've already got an in and a good in. I've not started a relationship by a cold call, by interrupting someone. I've not started a relationship by sending a cold email that they weren't expecting. But instead I put content out there that they consumed in their own time when they wanted to, and they liked it. And because of that, I've become a credible source. I've become a valuable source. And that's a much stronger way to start a sales process than going in cold, going in interrupting. And this is where social comes into it. Now, I want to make one very clear point. Social media, blogging, however you want to do it, it's not here to replace those activities. At no point would I have suggested, even to myself back then, that I should have just written the blog, because there is by no means a guarantee that you're going to get it in front of that audience. There are ways you can, but don't put your eggs in one basket. Try the phone, try email, try voicemail, try approaching different decision makers in the business, different people. You want to try as much as you can. Somewhere within all of those options, something should work. And this is just another tool to your arsenal, another thing that you can use. And there are millions of things you can use on social media that will complement all parts of that sales process. So look, there you go. There's in a very short story example of how writing a blog got me a sale. And it's something I've been doing for 3 years now. I write blogs on a weekly basis, and those blogs continually open up doors of opportunities that I probably never would have had through other methods that I still equally create opportunities through. Here's a few questions then. So as a salesperson, do you really want to be sat there for an hour or two writing a blog? Probably not. Have you ever written a blog before? Maybe not. Are you comfortable writing? I don't know. A few things I want to sort of highlight on. One is, chances are if you're working in sales, especially B2B sales, you will hopefully be quite comfortable writing an email, because I'm sure you've sent plenty of them out before. So you should have quite a comfortable feeling towards writing. Now, writing a blog it's not writing a book. You're not writing a textbook. You're not having to cite thousands and thousands of words. Blogs are designed to be written in the way that you would talk and present an idea. And that's the whole point. You want it to be engaging. You want it to be relaxed. I'm sure you all appreciate your social feeds are absolutely stacked with content, as are mine. So when I choose what I read, it has to be engaging. It has to be inviting. And if I'm going to read it, especially read it all the way through, it has to take me through that journey. If there's any slight sign that it's just not good enough, I'll switch off and I'll leave it. And it's wasted time. So when you're writing blogs, keep it simple. You don't have to spend hours doing it. Make it engaging. Top tip here for you right now, and this is something that a lot of people are making mistakes on. Don't write a blog about your business, you, or your product. Blogging is not a marketing or advertising tool. I have never clicked on an article that's talking about something. I'll click on articles that are about something that's relevant to me. So if you're working in telecoms, for example, don't write about your product, write about the industry. Write about industry insight, something that's happening in the industry, something that you're passionate about within the industry, something that you think the decision makers that you're trying to reach are going to want to read, and they'll get value from and benefit from reading, because then you're building the foundations of that sales relationship. Because then, hopefully, when they click like, or they may comment, they may even share it, you can send them a message and say, thank you for engaging in my content. What was it you liked about it? What were your thoughts on this subject title? Start that conversation, take it offline, build a sales relationship. Blogging's not hard, it doesn't have to take a lot of time. Practice makes perfect, so practice a bit. You don't have to put loads of content out there live. Practice, share it with your colleagues, share it with your manager. You'll soon find a comfortable tone that you're happy with, and put some content out there. Grow your network. Build a reputation that you are someone of authority within that industry. So when decision makers, when your prospect customers are looking for whatever it is you're selling, they know you already. One of the best experiences that I have now is when I go to sales meetings, or when I introduce myself to prospective customers, they know who I am. And there is nothing greater than sitting in front of a prospect customer and they say, I loved the blog you wrote last week. Because what a way to kickstart a sales relationship. So there you go, some top tips of how by writing blogs you can get more sales. I hope you took some value of it, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Thank you.